Well, the bronzes will be on display at the Fitzwilliam Museum for the next 6 months. Olivia Paterson is there for us this evening. And Olivia, it certainly sounds if Cambridge has a new, or perhaps actually old, major attraction on its hands.
Absolutely it does. The museum is now closed for the evening, as you can see, but it has been an incredibly busy day here. The museum's been packed with international media, and tomorrow when it reopens to the public, they're expecting it to be packed with visitors too. Now, this really is a coup both for Cambridge and for the museum, because Michelangelo is one of the world's best known, best loved artists. To have now here in Cambridge what are believed to be the last 2 surviving bronze sculptures of his in the world, well, that is a special thing. Beautiful bronze, exquisitely detailed. For 5 centuries, experts believe these 2 figures have kept a secret, that they are in fact the work of one of history's most celebrated artists, Michelangelo. Mark Lewis and Michael Francis casually buying crisps and cigarettes at a Northampton garage. They'd just beaten a man to death in a churchyard nearby. That man was Jamie McMahon, a 26-year-old snooker club worker who'd been out with friends. Here, they're spending Jamie's money. 19-year-old Mark Lewis admitted murder and robbery. 33-year-old Michael Francis said he saw but did not take part in the attack. Today, he was found guilty of murder and robbery. Outside court, the police read a statement from Jamie's family.
A day never goes by when we don't think of Jamie. We will never see the day when he would get married. He was never given the opportunity to start a family and become a loving father and husband.
Well, we understand that the female patient is still here tonight at Northampton General Hospital, where she's being monitored. But as you say there, it must be a huge relief for her, her family and her friends to find out that she has in fact tested negative for Ebola. Now, the reason that doctors here were so worried in the first place is because she came here with Ebola-like symptoms. Those are typically things like aches and pains, vomiting and fever. She also tested negative for malaria, which carries similar symptoms. Now, when you learn that she had a history of travel to West Africa, where the disease has now killed thousands of people in just this epidemic alone, well, you can understand why doctors here were so concerned. Doctors at Northampton General Hospital have dealt with almost every illness and injury, but the challenge of Ebola is one they're unlikely to have met before. In West Africa, the epidemic has killed more than 8,000 people, wiping out families and many medical staff. It's a game changer. Jack has come a long way in a year. He's bright, smartly dressed and a trained opera singer. But for much of last winter, when he was just 19 years old, this underpass in Milton Keynes was his home.
I used to sleep down there. Sometimes it also depends on the direction of the wind, so I'd sometimes sleep over there, in that corner down there.
Because it was more sheltered?
Because it's more sheltered, yes.
Then Jack was taking drugs and was struggling with his mental health. It was a desperate situation.
It was one of the coldest days over Christmas, and I ended up actually having to get an ambulance called out for myself because I was struggling with breathing, coughing up blood, and it was horrid, and I couldn't move. So that was probably the worst one for me. We're back tomorrow at just after 6:30 in the evening. In the meantime, don't forget, you can go to our website, that's itv.com/Anglia. For now though, do have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.